Hi, my name is Christal Burnette, and today I'm going to be taste testing 8 different types of Okinawan dark brown sugar or Okinawan kokuto. For those who do not know me, as most people do not know me, my name is Christal Burnette. I live in Okinawa. I am an Okinawan health and plant specialist, and I do not live too far away from Hacksaw Ridge. So if you've seen Hacksaw Ridge and you think you don't know Okinawa, you do. Okinawa is home to the longest living people in the world, and those longest living people ate sugar, which is today's topic. Now you're probably thinking, well, this is supposed to be like a health channel, longest living people, blah, blah, blah. Sugar leads to obesity. Sugar is not good for you. This is all very true, but that's when you overconsume sugar. So the Okinawans for decades, if not centuries, were actually consuming sugar, but a different kind. The dark brown sugar that is sold on shelves at your local supermarket is actually most likely white processed sugar with molasses added to it. For some reason, this is like cheaper and makes more sense. But anyway, Okinawan dark brown sugar is actually manufactured with one process flow, nothing taken away, nothing added. It is sugarcane juice, and then it is squeezed, and then you take that sugarcane juice and you boil it and harden it, and that's it. Just keep it as is. You know, all these extra steps of taking and adding. It is unrefined, very, very dark tasting dark brown sugar. And because of the way that it's processed, that's why it keeps so many of its minerals and vitamins. So, how will I be taste testing 8 different types of Okinawan dark brown sugar? I did not have to go out and find them and buy them. Some of them are actually very rare. I don't see a lot of these flavors at the supermarket. But what it is sold in stores is this. It's got all the 8 flavors packaged for you so you can taste test yourself. I'm not using baking because they're really tiny. So first up to bat in today's kokuto taste testing video is Ihei Island, because it's up in the most northern part, as you can see in Google Maps here. Look at the packaging, it's so cute. So fishes are not my specialty. Ihei Island only has a population of about 1,200 people, and it's only 8 square miles. Its area is only 8 square miles, so it is a heckin' small island. Can you see this? So small square chunks, light in color because of like this powder that's covered on it, and let's see what it tastes like. So I make this face because, like, honestly, things in Okinawa taste intense. Like, this doesn't mean it's bad, it's just, it's strong. Like, I'm eating chunks of dark brown sugar. Like, of course it's gonna be kind of intense, but you usually don't shovel sugar in your mouth, but I'll say this is like the more salty one. Next on the taste testing list is Ihei Island's kokuto. Ihei Island has a population of about 4,000 people. The area of the island is only about 9 square miles, so very tiny island. Do not get this island confused with Iwo Jima. This is Ihei Jima, or Ihei Island, not Iwo Jima from the movie Letters from Iwo Jima. That island is, Iwo Jima is like way, you can see the map way over there. So this is Ihei Island. Let's see. Alright, this one looks similar to the last one. A little less powder on it. But let's see how it tastes. This is really hard. It sounds like fruity undertones in this one. The last one did not have that at all. Alright, next one up to bat is Aguni Island, or Aguni Jima. This is kokuto. Aguni Island's Okinawan dark brown sugar. This is the packaging. Aguni Island. Aguni Island has an area, oh my gosh. Aguni Island only has an area of about 3 square miles, so heckin' tiny island. Population of about 700 people, that's not a lot, and probably decreasing every year. Now the fun fact that I found on Wikipedia, you can Google and go onto Wikipedia yourself and see this. Aguni Island has 1 bar, 1 cop, no restaurants, no convenience stores, and no taxis or buses. Besides the hotel, which means 1 hotel, There are about 10 minshuku, or guest houses, catering to the scuba divers, who are the majority of visitors. So, very small island, which actually makes it sound really enticing. I want to go visit. Anyway, let's try this. It's alright, but it looks just like the last two. This one melts quicker in your mouth. This one is sweeter. On the scale of sweetness, this is sweeter than the last two. No saltiness, no bitterness. The one about this is the taste. All tastes really good. It tastes good, but it melts. It kind of like turns into like, not gum, but like, not jelly. No, it like melts slower and smoother in your mouth. This is Aguni Island's kokuto. Is the word I would give it is smooth. Alright, next is Tarama Island's kokuto, or Tarama Jima. Now, Tarama Island is the biggest producer of kokuto. Out of all the islands, it makes the most. It makes a buttload. This is not a prisoner on the package. This is a person. This is a political important person. They have a hat. I don't think it's the king. It's not the king's crown, but anyway, let's taste test this one. Can you see it? Not all of them are covered in powder. This is what I'm talking about. This is actually darker. I mean, they're all covered in like some sort of powder, but this is darker. As you can see, it's more speckly. That means it definitely is going to taste different. This one's harder. So the last one I said melts in your mouth. This is like more like a rock. I mean, not that hard, but yeah. It's a very molasses flavor. It doesn't have those bitter undertones. Of course, it's still sweet. A little bit of salt. It's sweet, but not as sweet as some others that I know of. Alright, next is Kohama Island. Kohama Jima's kokuto. Kohama Island is freaking small. In Kohama, the kanji ko means small. So it only has an area of about 3 square miles. That's super tiny. And a population of about 560 people. So super small island. I almost never see Kohama's kokuto in stores, Okinawan local supermarkets that I go to. Here's the packaging. This is the most adorable packaging. I will already tell you, this is my favorite. This is so cute, little like manta ray dude. So that means you can probably see him if you go to Kohama Island. I mean, you can probably see him like all over Okinawa. Anyway, let's taste this. This one smells different too. Alright, so this is less powder, not as dark, a little like gray colored. This one goes on like this, it goes more on the sweeter scale. It's kind of intense, a lot more sweet, a little bitter. It's not too hard, it's not super smooth and soft. Bittersweet, but bitter does not come first. It is sweet bitter. It is sweet first, bitter second. It is good though, but I prefer sweet things over any other kind of flavor. Next up is the biggest island out of all of them, Iriomote Jima, or Iriomote Island. Tasting that's sugar. First, Iriomote Island has an area of about 111 square miles. So it is the second largest island besides Okinawa main island itself, which I'm living on. So, let's taste test this one. Perfect square. Perfect square, pretty dark. It is similar to Tarama Island's. Dark. You can see it. Probably gonna pack a punch in my mouth. Okay, as you can see, it's harder than the other ones. So it's as hard as Tarama Island's, but it doesn't taste anything like it. This is weird. A little bit of salty bitterness with a little bit of citrusy undertones. And a little bit of sweetness. Yeah, and the hexagon, this is like right in the middle, like it's not too much of anything really. It's just like when you want to pick up dark brown sugar that you don't want it to overpower the other ingredients. Or if you don't want something that tastes too intense, this is probably the most neutral tasting one. Next is Hateruma Island, or Hateruma Jima. This is Kokuto. Hateruma Island only has an area of about 5 square miles, and it only has a population of about 500 people. Looking at Hateruma Island's little package, it's got a star constellation on it because if you go to Hateruma Island, it is one of the few places that you can see the Southern Cross, it's in the southern end of the Milky Way. So that is what the island is kind of famous for. In Japan, that's the only place you can see it. So that's why they put the constellation here. And let's see how they do with their kokuto. Ooh, these are tiny, little tiny ones, super powdery. It's like almost like white, not really, like a light dark brown. Light brown. They're much smaller, little tiny chunks. Very, very light color. This has like that molasses fruity blend. Not too hard, not too soft. And I saved the best for last. That's not a hint. The reason I say best for last is because it's Yonaguni Island, or Yonaguni Jima's kokuto. And why is that so great? It's because Yonaguni Island is the biggest producer of chomeiso, long life herb, which I talk about all the time. So, but anyway, they also, of course, grow sugarcane. And Yonaguni Island is much closer to Taiwan than it is mainland Okinawa. It's only like 100 kilometers away from Taiwan and like 500 kilometers away from mainland Okinawa. So let's try Yonaguni Island's kokuto. Okay, these are like dark blocks. Dark in color, less powder, and blocky. Not too hard though. Nice kind of bitter aftertaste. Bitter molasses with some saltiness in it. Still good though, just intense when that's all that's in your mouth. Thank you for watching my video of me taste testing the 8 different flavors of Okinawan dark brown sugar. I'm sorry that I'm not a professional and I was really bad at explaining everything. But Okinawan dark brown sugar tastes amazing. I've replaced any brown sugar that I've ever had. I only have Okinawan dark brown sugar now. Thank you for watching. Yutashiku ni bye!